one of the first things to realize is that you cannot have a very templatized approach towards mobile marketing or marketing on mobile. So there are 2-3 key concepts that one needs to imbibe. First is the relationship between the user and the mobile phone. So it's a very personal sort of a relationship. Everyone uses his mobile for a very different reason. I might be using it for reading news, someone would be using it for music. So that relationship has to be kept in mind, and only then a good experience can be designed. The other part is that we need to understand the value of micro moments, because on a mobile phone, it's not like any other medium where you have so much time. It's all about micro moments. The way I would order a pizza while driving home versus the way I'll do the same thing sitting at home are very two different behaviors. And therefore, that's the mindset and that's the approach, that understanding micro moments and understanding the relationship of the device with the person and the context in which this entire relationship evolves. So one fundamental thing to appreciate is that mobile is not a push medium, or digital is not a push medium. Here you depend on the consumers to take your message forward. You cannot pump in GRPs and the consumer and rest assured that consumer will see your video. And consumers fundamentally don't want to see branded advertising. They don't want to see advertising, they don't want to see branded content. So that's the trick. Marketeers want to reach them, consumers don't want to see them. So how do you kind of unlock this? Which is where you need to get out of the traditional structure of an ad. Your story narrative cannot be like an ad, otherwise consumers are going to hate it. So your story has to be about something that's relevant to the consumer's life, that's relatable. So if you can entertain the consumer, surprise the consumer, say something to him which is extremely relatable, then he is going to share it. And then he is going to, at the end of it, he is going to look at your logo and he'll reward you for that, for entertaining him, for surprising him. So that's one part. Like why British Airways was extremely successful was because there we lashed the insight on this very universal emotion that the relationship between Britishers and Indians. You think we have this whole colonial hangover that Britishers are cold, and what we showed in the film was this beautiful relationship emerging between an air hostess and an Indian passenger. And because we celebrated the Indian culture, we congratulated Indians for being such a nice bunch of people, people loved that advertising. So then it was not ad, it was a piece of content which was celebrating Indian culture. And British Airways was the carrier of that conversation. So that's how the brand also got noticed and rewarded.